Hello and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land to the newest session of Tales of Exandria, the Sunday session. Now, before we jump right into the action, I have to update this. This is not session 3, this is session 4. Properties, session 4. Do it. Okay, before we jump right into the action, as per usual, I'm going to give everybody my normal little speech that I give. If you want to join our fantastic community, please follow the link down in the description below. We have a Patreon. It gives you access to our exclusive Discord server. Hi, everybody in chat. How y'all doing? Yeah, if you want to do that, that'll be fantastic. If you're unable to do that, please consider giving us a like, a follow, a subscription, all of that fun jazz here on YouTube, and feel free to follow me on my other platforms as well. It definitely doesn't hurt any. It just takes you a simple click of a button, and you get to join in on a lot of the fun and get to watch a lot of our videos and support what we do in a non-fiscal manner. Also, I have a very cool announcement to make. It's something I just told the rest of the community. Or I've been telling the community, but now I'm just saying it on all of my games in particular. Moving forward, I am still a professional dungeon master, but now we are only running games out of the New Embrace universe. We are adopting Exandria into the New Embrace universe as well, since it is written in the book that you are able to do that. In both books, actually, so yay. So yeah, moving forward, every single game is going to be canon to our universe. We are no longer canon or associated with Faerun, even in the slightest. So I think that's going to be really fun and really cool. And yeah, if you want to join into our Discord, there's another incentive now that we've opened up the New Embrace canon lobby, where people get to talk about what's happening in their games, start piecing together lore about the world, and learning things outside of character that they previously would not have known. There's also a conspiracy theory chat, which I know a couple of people are working behind the scenes, gathering up all of their clips and shit, and they're going to be leaking a bunch of conspiracy theories they have about the universe, because this universe that I've been running has been going on for, what, 4 years now? 5 years? Yeah, 4 to 5 years now, so yeah. Quite a lot has happened, and very few things are known about it as of now. But I believe that's going to be everything from me, so Jimmy, please tell us what happened last session.
Yeah, so last time we were with a small band of dragonborn-like creatures. I believe they had a proper name, which is escaping me. And it was...
Abashi.
There we go, yeah. And it was Kuma and I believe Silren who intimidated, interrogated, however you want to look at it, questioned them regarding the local blue menace that was in this area, which we did discover later on to in fact be a blue dragon that was residing in the nearby mountain. The group came up with a plan for infiltrating the mountain, which included flying through the top and entering that way. Mary did send one of the individual, well, the only remaining, the last remaining creature that we ran into back to his village to essentially give them a foreboding warning of sorts and hopefully keep them out of our way. We haven't come across any of them yet, but we did enter through the top of the mountain. Didn't really find a good place to land. Wound up kind of sliding to the bottom of the structure itself, at the bottom of which there were pools of water and ice landings all over. We kind of got a little separated due to the mechanics of sliding down a crazy ice slide inside a mountain, and there was some creatures within the water that effectively dismantled Ouch right away, almost took Mary down, and kind of disappeared. We found one another inside through Jimmy's use of pyrotechnics, and immediately alerted the dragon inside that we were there. A fight ensued, and through not a lot, but a little bit of help from the party that was sent to look after them, we wound up defeating the dragon, and that is where I believe we ended last session. Jero, you're muted.
Yeah, I forgot I muted myself. Yes, that is exactly where you left off, everybody. So, with all of you beginning to catch your breath, looking at the husk of this previously tyrannical creature, large, hulking, and dominant in its own right, you all slowly make your way over to yourselves to join back together.
Well, I'd say that went rather well. Well, aside from the fact that we had to intervene. But, well, I suppose we'll deal with that dilemma later. Right, Silrin?
Dorzen's gonna kick the dragon corpse. Flew across the stupid circle 6 times.
Don't go damaging the goods.
I mean, it did kind of attack you guys. That, you were defending yourselves, which I'm sure would be expected.
No, that is perfectly acceptable. However, Mary, we need to have a talk a bit later, maybe after we are in a safer environment.
What about now?
A safer environment.
Well, there's that eel still.
Are there more creatures coming, Soren? Oh wait, you're not supposed to tell us. Never mind. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked you. Just
no, that's
said safer environment. So, and A starts to look around.
Roll a perception check.
Dead, Kuma. You can skin this and do all that, correct? Without my aid.
Yeah, I can do that. Might as well teach one of these fresh ones how to do it.
You three pay attention to Kuma. I am going to take 10 minutes to commune real quick.
So, Ace.
Yes.
While they're having this discussion, you see something in the waters. It's not moving towards you. And it looks very similar to the previous incredibly large eel that you fought against. However, it's unscathed. Untouched, not hurt at all.
Question, Jera.
It's not swimming towards you. You just notice it swimming around in the water doing figure 8s. Yes, Jimmy?
Is this in the outer circle or the inner circle?
The outer circle.
Okay.
I walk over to Dorzen, and as I'm walking to Dorzen, I kind of point to Jimmy and give him a come here. Dorzen, do you see that thing swimming over there? And I point.
I think I do.
I think we just need to be careful. I know our target was the dragon, but if that's moving around, and the other one, we saw how it flew out of the water.
So we might want to, once we deal with the corpse, move to the interior ring.
Exactly. I know that I need some rest, and I'm hurt, and I won't be able to get us back until tomorrow. What are your thoughts, Jimmy?
A little rest would be good. I'm a little, yeah. You see, like, Jimmy's clothes. There's, like, singe and burn marks from where the dragon breathed lightning, I believe it was, all over him and Ouch. Yeah, I could definitely use a breather. Dorzen, you seem like you're doing pretty good. Would you like to check something while we're just catching our breath?
Sure. 1 second. I tap Jimmy on the shoulder and heal him 14. Healing hands.
You heal for 14 points of healing.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm getting there.
Right. What can I do for you?
Well, I was just thinking if maybe this is like a dragon brood or something, or like we only heard about the one, but two's more dangerous, I guess. It came from that pool there. Do you want to jump down and see if there's anything else we need to worry about?
Sure. My wings are gone for today.
Before you do, there's this little guy here that I've been wanting to test out, and he hands you a little like tiny. It looks like almost a hollowed out coin. Like you can see a space in between it, and it looks like almost there's a window or reflections. Like it's kind of like a spyglass almost, but it's just quarter shape. And he hands it to you. All you got to do is before you go in, just blow into that, and you'll be fine. Yep,
Okay.
about that size.
I don't mean to interrupt, guys. I was just thinking if there are more of these eels around. Well, Silren should be able to. He's done it a couple times before, at least. If they are like somewhat natural beasts, at least. Maybe he'd be able to get them to go away, so we don't have to fight them.
We're just gonna walk over here so they don't think about eating us again.
Right, fair enough.
While you all are talking, you look over to Kuma, who has just finished de-winging the dragon and shoving those into his bag. You're moving at a fairly decent pace. I mean, it is a dragon hide you're cutting through. Your weapons are sharp, but it's a dragon hide you're cutting through. And you have to be precise about how you go about this. You don't want to waste any of the features.
Oh, Jimmy, what was this pole going to do? I didn't have a chance to use it.
Oh yeah. It's you just hit the button thing, and he like hits it and like pulls himself up, like does a couple pull-ups, and he's just like suspended in the air.
Wait, Jimmy does pull-ups.
Yeah, Jimmy's pretty strong.
Out of character. I love that item. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
It would have been so
immovable.
useful to
Yeah.
stab in that dragon's wing.
It's
yeah.
great when
Oh,
you
yeah.
have two.
Like Jimmy.
All right.
And he just hits the button and like puts it back into his bag.
So, Silren, around this point, your spell goes off. Please ask your... you're doing Commune with Nature. Okay.
Yes, sorry, I didn't specify exactly because Sylvan talk.
Yeah.
But commune with nature.
Okay.
And I think it actually just gives me everything I want to know within that radius.
Knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice.
What are the three
Oh, 3
facts that
facts.
you would like to know?
All right. First fact: where's this dragon's hoard?
Wow, Silren
Sec-
is so greedy.
It's not greedy; it's pragmatism. Because he realizes a couple things, and that hoard might help for it. 2, what other creatures are dangerous and nearby? And 3, I don't know if I have a third off the top of my head. I guess third. This is an adult dragon, correct?
By your estimate, you rolled a nature check last session, so yeah.
Yeah. So, third, does this dragon have any offspring? Like not what it considered offspring in terms of how Kuma intimidated it, but like physical offspring and or mates.
Is there a brood?
Essentially, yeah.
Is there a baby dragon?
We've awoken the Zerg.
Oh no, Zergling rush.
Rush B. Super got
Baby worm, do 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 do, baby worm, do.
Whoop-de-doo-doo-doo-doo.
So those are your 3 questions, pretty much. Horde location, or the 3 things you want to know about. Horde location, dangerous creatures nearby, and other Dargons.
Yeah, I definitely other Dargons.
Okay. First off, this has a range of 3 miles.
Wow.
You sense... You feel your consciousness being drawn into the realms surrounding you, being drawn into the material plane itself, a separation from your own body into this world for the knowledge surrounding it. You pursue it further as your consciousness dives into the center pool of water that almost frosts around your perception as you dive into it. You fly deeper and deeper and deeper into this water for about a mile before you see this thick archway made entirely out of ice down here that seems to have some type of shimmer on the other side of it. Then your consciousness is drugged back to your body, and you perceive all around you within this radius. There are 6 of these eels, but when you look at them, you start noticing, because this is your first time seeing them, that they have large hulking scales surrounding their bodies. They have a very bulbous, electrified stomach that you can see the pulsating lightning. Roll me a nature check.
Yeah, I was actually about to ask about that.
These things seem draconic in heritage. Yeah, draconic eels. And as your scope of vision goes wider, you do start seeing these bat-like creatures that meld and shape into the shadows along the roof of this building and complex. Then you have your vision go around the mountain into the fat of it, where surrounding you is roughly 30 Abashi total within 3 miles of you currently.
I do want to have a 4th question, but it's not like a super serious one. Where's my damn dog?
That is a question for another day. And as for other dragons, other than the eels, you don't sense any.
Alright. Well, this dragon's horde is a mile underneath the water, and apparently there's 6 other creatures down there, eels from the look of it.
So one thing I should have pointed out to you, because it does tell you their location. The eels are all on the outside of that pool of water.
Yeah.
They're separated.
And the horde is on the inside?
The horde is on the inside.
Okay, alright.
Dragon wouldn't have shared its living space with no eels. Hell no.
Especially draconic eels.
Just to be clear about one thing, these pillars that were emanating electricity, they're shut down, right?
There's still some residual energy pulsating through them, but it seemed that the dragon itself was causing the crackle of energy to pulse and shoot around.
Yep.
Alright then. So I know where the horde is. But we should figure out a way to get to it, because let's be honest here, this could have gone better.
And if you got a way to shield me from the cold, I can get down there.
I mean, Dorzin's he's prepared.
I've
Well-
got a potion of water breathing in case anyone wants to use it.
The water breathing is not the problem I am thinking of. It is
Well,
the fact that this is this is water inside an ice mountain, and can you imagine how cold that will be?
Well, I'm sure
Exactly.
it's cold, but water can only get to a certain temperature before it's ice. And I'm not very good at breathing underwater so far.
And you only need to be in that water for so long before you die.
the temperature could cause an issue for you, Dorzen. Here, you better
I
take
have
this.
Pyramaw, a
Oh,
giant mace of fire and lava.
Looks
I
more like a
think that'll
hammer,
work
but-
just fine. And it'll help you sink, too.
Yeah. Do you want to give him a backup, Jimmy, just in case?
The properties of Firewall, I mean, there's some pretty serious arcane divine energy going through there. It might cause a conflict. We can test it. I'd be more than happy to see if this might work, but I think
Say
this might
what
be
you're
good.
thinking, then we'll talk.
okay. Yeah, I can definitely give you this rod, and it'll probably protect you from the cold, but it might cancel out with the pyramol. It might create like a heat radiance that is uncomfortable. I'm not sure exactly. Basically, this rod gets really hot if you want to hold it, and that's it.
Interesting.
So the bigger problem is getting back up from going down.
Well, once I'm done with the dragon, I can take that rod and go down with them.
Oh yeah, that could certainly work.
Maybe
If
you could
both wanna
fashion
go.
like some kind of underwater boat from the dragon's carcass.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a submarine, guys, real quick. It'll take me.
I
like
think I
1
know what
hour.
you're referencing.
So while you're all having this conversation, not Jimmy notices that the ice around that middle pool, towards the top of it, is starting to solidify already.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
So, do you need
Damn it.
help carving up that dragon? Because we have to go.
Well, I did tell you three to pay attention, and if you have been, you might be able to assist him right now.
Oh, I can help him with that if yeah.
Well, have you ever carved a creature for its parts so that you can make the augmentations out of it?
Not one that's as freshly dead. Wait,
Wait.
augmentations? What?
Pay attention. Kuma, I'm gonna help you out. So, and you three watch. 'cause this may
Wait.
become important to you in the future.
Didn't you? Sorry to interrupt. You just said that we. It's apparent that we need to hurry, and yet now we're stopping to watch again. I'm confused.
Yeah, let's
No.
let's concern about the horde first, and then
Dorzen's got the horde. I can help with I want to know what this is. What?
all right. Silren, can you go down with them?
All right. Just be wary of the outside. There's apparently big eels there.
Silren, do you remember what happened when you went into the water last time?
Yes, I do. Which
Okay.
is why I'm going to prepare a wild shape and or polymorph.
All right. Technically,
As
you
to-
can do both.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Druids.
You're
That being
polymorphed.
s-
I'm wild shaped. It's
That
funny.
being the
I'm not
case-
even joking. It's like, yeah, that's so
Yeah.
ridiculous.
No, I'm
Ooh.
aware.
So good.
Could you polymorph into one of those eels?
Mm,
It's draconic in nature, but I can polymorph into a tundra-based eel off of it, I would assume.
Have you ever seen a tundra eel?
No.
No.
Have you
Well, then.
seen a walrus?
Roll me a nature check.
Just, I can probably think of a couple water-based tundra things since we've been here.
So seals, walrus, dolphins, polar bears. You know about all of these. Of course, the wild penguin. The emperor penguin in particular is by far the most majestic penguin to ever waddle across this earth. You know that there are trouts that live inside of this tundra as well that swim throughout it. But you also are aware that at some point this water is salt water and not fresh water.
Oh, really?
Yes. Which means some of the creatures that you would try to be wouldn't be able to survive.
That's good to know. Although before all that as well, Pup, where are you? Get over here.
You see
He's
it
over there on the
doggy
ice.
paddling over towards you through the water and just leaps up.
All right, good, you're here. Be more careful. There's apparently big eels in the water.
Oh, I saw them. They're so nice. One of them tried hugging me.
I see. Did you make some new friends?
Maybe.
All right. Well,
I
if they try to eat-
had what's that fancy thing Mary ate from the rich people? What's it called?
Cod?
No, the fancy food that you ate. It looks like tiny little balls.
Oh,
Oh,
those.
caviar.
Yes, I had caviar. It was good.
Gave you cavi.
No, I ate it.
You ate its babies.
Oh shit.
It was so good. I like caviar.
Of course you do. All right, you all. So finish skinning this dragon. Go to the inner circle, because those eels might get angry soon when they find out.
All right, that'll be 15 minutes down.
Right. Better go try and get the horn before it freezes over then.
Yep.
Well, I can always break through the ice again, but yes, you're right. I might as well do it now than never.
All right,
Where'd it
who's
go?
going to sink in the water with Dorzen?
I mean, quick logistics question here too is so Kuma is using a bag of holding or a bag of holding for the dragon part?
Colding.
Right.
It
And
preserves
someone has-
meat in it up to 7 days.
Yeah, and I think someone had a portable hole, correct?
It's the same thing. Portable.
No.
Isn't it?
No.
Isn't it a portable hole?
No.
Yours is a bag of holding that is specifically meant for meat to
Right.
not decay.
Like a freezer.
Yeah, for 7 days.
Right.
A bag of holding is completely different.
And
A portable
and
hole.
Jimmy, I
It's
need
also
to borrow your
completely
bag of
different.
holding.
Okay, here you go.
I have Jimmy's bag of holding now.
Isn't it?
Wyatt, you're supposed to say what are the odds before taking that, but I will dictate the odds as 15%. Continue, everybody.
All right. So Dorzen, you're coming with me, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, it doesn't seem like the eels are here, but don't be prepared in case that gets proven wrong and thrown out the window. And Sylvan will find a spot where he can go in the water and wild shape into a. Let's go. Shit, what is a good one for this? Wait, you said salt water, right? Are there
At
any
some
tundra-based-
point, it turns into salt water. So it's fresh water on top, salt water down below, because that's what was spilling out of the waters surrounding you.
Okay, in that case, it might be best to go either dolphin or polar bear, because mammals. Yeah, I'll go polar bear because polar.
Dorzen breathes through the coin Jimmy gave him and goes in the water.
You get a bubble emerging that envelops your head. You get a breathing bubble.
How long does that last?
1 hour.
Polar bear.
I think I'm gonna have to use polymorph for that because I think polar bear is challenge rating 2.
Then you can absolutely do it.
As a
You a
not for
moon
wild
druid?
shape.
Bears aren't inherently aquatic, right?
I'm not moon. That's why. I'm just.
Wait. Moon. You can still hit challenge rating 2 without being a moon druid.
Can I?
I'm fairly certain.
Um.
Moon
It's
druid.
divided by it's your level divided by 3, isn't it?
Moon druids just have other options outside of beasts. They can turn elemental and dragon at higher levels.
No, yeah, no. It says for
it
wild shape
res-
improvement. You can magically assume the shape of a beast you've seen before of challenge rating 1 or lower. You can
Yeah.
use this feature twice, and there's no other wild shape improvement after that, unless you're the moon druid who has the cool.
That sucks. You
Yeah,
can't be a
can't
polar
go
bear
higher
then.
than 1.
Time for me to
Yeah,
delete
that-
the polar bear sheet then.
Well, I got polar bear on D&D Beyond, but I can polymorph to polar bear.
Yeah.
So you're gonna polymorph into a polar bear for yourself? And Dorsen's just swimming?
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Actually, it might be safer if I can actually think as a wild shape, so I'll go dolphin.
Okay. Dips into the
Doris
water.
is gonna grab onto the fin.
Okay. Dorzin, the moment your body touches this frigid and freezing water, I need a con save.
Natural
Alrighty.
20.
You are staving off for now.
Pyramont helping at all.
Unfortunately, Pyramol does not give you resistance to cold damage.
I meant like warming up the
Dude.
water.
You have a nice hand warmer, but it's the rest of your body that's the problem. Have you ever done the polar bear lunge or
Polar bear
whatever?
plunge, yeah.
Plunge,
But I've jumped in a freaking lake before at freaking 10 in the morning.
Doesn't sound that bad depending on where you live. But
in
anyways,
New York City.
yeah,
in New
that's
York.
bad. That's bad.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
That being said, my swimming speed is 60 feet, so I can move and dash and stuff with Dorzin on me.
Oh yeah, you're traveling just fine. In fact, you're not going to start taking damage probably for, I'd say, 5 minutes or so. However, Dorzin, I need another con save from you. And this is just going to have to keep happening as you're diving through.
I mean, what are the intervals for the con saves?
Every 5 minutes or so.
21.
Okay.
Because for you, it's going to take you roughly 15 minutes to travel all the way down as a dolphin. Yeah.
Hey, I've already done like, what, 5 minutes worth?
You're 2/3 of the way there.
Okay, now we have to start taking damage, but it's halved. All right, that is 21 points of cold damage halved to 11.
Like, come out of here.
This
Like
is
when I was-
hyperthermia, guys. It's not a joke. Like, if you're in the water for 1 minute in environments like this IRL, you're almost definitely dead.
So
Unless
can
you
I-
got certain gear.
Exactly. Yeah.
So while this is happening, can I just cure wounds myself?
Verbal component.
You can breathe.
Oh, you can breathe. Yeah, you
Yeah, I
can.
have a
Yeah, you
bubble.
can. Yeah, you can.
You're welcome.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because I was just going to let you breathe that long anyways, because, I mean, +8 con.
Good.
All right, that's something. And then for
Anything
the
to hold it
last... Then the last interval, just so you know, the damage doubles each time that you're down here. As you're traveling through this large gulf, you watch as this well shape that was close to 120 feet across at the beginning has swelled down to nothing but maybe 40 feet across at this point. It's narrowed inwards, and you notice all of the very delicate, intricate drawings surrounding you. Or Dorzin does, because dolphins swim. Dolphin go, and just dive. That's the downside to polymorph.
Oh no!
Oh, you're wild shape. So yeah, you're still aware of your surroundings. It's odd. You've never seen writing or drawings quite like this, and it's etched into the stonework surrounding you. The stone itself is this beautiful, solid course of white. And as you've been going downwards, Dorzin, you see the circular portal of some kind, archway that emanates with life and energy, pulling through it downwards and then pulsing up. You see bubbles rifting up through it as if water is being pushed up into your surrounding area. Dorzin, I need your third con save, and it's at this point that you're starting to make con saves, Silrin.
Ah, okay.
Remember, you are
26.
physically the dolphin.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna get the dolphins thing here. I'm rolling. There's no save thing for it, but I'm just gonna roll straight con.
Okay, that's a fairly low roll. Silrin, because this is your first round, a 14 is just barely enough. However, the DC does increase as you stay down here longer as well. That is going to be 32 points of cold damage halved.
For me?
To both of you.
Oh shit.
It's a 16.
So, minus 32.
So,
Okay.
you both see this portal that seems to be pushing this salt water up through it into this tunnel that you find yourselves in, and then starting to drain the other liquid down inside, back and forth.
Wait, so we haven't found the horde yet?
No, you found the portal. That's all that you were shown for your first question.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Are there any what are those called? You know when there's like a pocket of air and stuff?
In a well?
Kind
Would
yeah,
you
I
like to
guess,
take some time and roll a perception check?
no, there's not enough time to. I'm just gonna look for that horde. Just because
Okay. You look around yourself in a 40-foot wide well that has intricate drawings along the walls, and all that you see before you is this portal.
Dorson smacks the dolphins. Go.
and then goes into the portal.
Ready. As the two of you get closer over to this portal, I would like both of you to give me wisdom saves.
Dolphin wisdom save?
No, yours, because you used your wild shape. You still maintain your mental stats.
Okay.
It's only your physical stats that are altered.
I don't have Fey ancestry anymore. Fuck.
Don't, you're no longer a Fey.
Yeah, celestial ancestry though.
Ooh. What the?
The two of you crash through this portal, and you almost feel like you ram into a block of ice itself that crackles and shards around you as you continue with your momentum to traverse through. And as you're going that downwards angle, suddenly you both flop and land aggressively onto the ground, standing up straight, and your equilibrium is completely off right now.
So we're out of the water?
You're completely out of water. Dolphin can still breathe, technically, but you're completely out of the water.
Someone's gonna flop around a bit just to look helpless, but he's using the flopping to take a 360 like look around.
All right, now let me tell you what you both see. You see this tundra surrounding you on all sides, stretching as far as your eyes can see. The sun is mute in the skies, creating a semi-dawn around you. Perpetual, almost dawn-like terrain. You see that there is this river that flows into that little archway, which now is directly to your back, though where you came from, it was directly downward. The river is flowing in fairly freely and easily, and periodically you watch as shards of glass trickle off, splash, and get destroyed as more of this water seeps into this world. Silverin,
This is not.
you feel a disconnect. You always have your consciousness connected to Exandria. It's the point that you are so familiar with your realm, but you no longer feel like you have that mental anchor.
Well then, that's unexpected.
I assume you drop your dolphin form?
Yeah.
Shot in the dark, have I ever heard any Fey stories about a place that's like this?
Roll me a history check. The DC on this is 25.
Can Silren kind of like?
No
So it's
way.
not
I'm not even
Exandria.
gonna attempt. Even actually, no. I'll attempt.
Not 20
It's a natural
wins.
20.
Not well, it's an ability check, so it doesn't. It's an ability check, it can't win.
Can Silren attempt a roll about this? Because like maybe nature based.
Unfortunately, you would never have had this opportunity.
Okay.
You belong to which tribe again?
The Vesra. So the water shari.
The water.
Yes.
Then yes, roll me a history check.
Well, I mean, if it's DC 25, only a nat 20 is going to succeed.
Roll it.
Yep.
Oh, no. For ability checks, crits don't matter. You need to hit the DC.
Okay, yeah, then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only homebrew I have for that is stealth. Because I want someone with a plus 14 to fuck up at least once in a while.
Unless they're a rogue with a reliable talent.
Yeah, we forget that they exist. We just have them pull aggro.
You're just like Frieza, you know? It's like, I'm ignoring that.
So neither of you have ever heard of a place like this, but as the two of you begin, wandering around, you both notice that your breath is not being shown in this location. As you exhale, you don't see your breath in front of you.
Like it's actually warm enough to not freeze to death, kind of thing.
It's warmer than the ocean we just came out of.
Yes.
All right.
Can we? You said we're like in a cave. I'm sorry.
You're in an open tundra with
Open
nothing
tundra.
but this river that flows into the portal. That's all you see in front of you.
Well, this is definitely not what I expected.
Yep. So should we follow the river?
Well, Jero, can I make a roll to try to determine where, like, most likely in whatever I can see, the dragon would go to for, I guess it's actual nest?
So you're asking for a survival check?
Sure. May I?
Yeah.
Guidance.
You said it before they rolled. Roll a d4.
Okay.
I keep forgetting I have that.
24. You look behind yourself. And you notice that same archway is inside of this location. The stonework surrounding it seems chipped and fragmented. Yeah, if only. And then you kind of walk around it. The archway itself is only about 30 feet wide. You imagine the dragon had a little difficulty squirreling its way through. Definitely had to shrink its wings down. And you notice... nine other archways that are in different forms of debris and destruction. Some of which look like they've been slowly pieced together, like somebody's trying to reconstruct them.
Bro, when we talked about building a Stargate.
So if I'm taking a shot in the dark here, I feel like we're on another plane. This doesn't feel like Exandria. Like physically does not feel that way.
Do I have that same kind of disconnect?
No, you don't have that same connection to Exandria. However,
It doesn't feel like a Fey realm, though.
It's been so long since you've been in a Fey realm. I mean, it doesn't look like one. It's too boring.
If I were to take a random guess, given that they usually name the planes after what's literally there, this is the plane of ice, I guess.
So allow me to finish what you were looking at, please, both of you.
Oh, sorry.
When you look at these haphazardly, rudimentary, reconstructed archways, you see that there is a pit in the center of each of them. The pit goes into the ground, and you do see that there is very valuable objects lying inside of this pit covered in snow. that could be dug up.
All right. I have a way to make this quick and easy. A question. We have a bag of holding, or we have a portable hole? Because I keep thinking
I
we
have
one.
Jimmy's bag of holding,
Okay, so it's not a.
which is
Yeah.
full of crap.
Yeah.
Normally.
The best way to put it is throw the idea of a portable hole out the fucking window. Bag.
Oh, okay.
Because
Well, no,
nobody
'cause-
has one. Nobody has one.
I mean, I keep thinking someone had one in this campaign.
In the other game that you play in.
Oh, okay, that's why. All right, my bad.
But anyways, yeah, you see it.
Well, let's get as much as we can to fit, and then head back.
Already.
I'm gonna need a bit.
I was actually while we're doing this, since I'm assuming we're not going to get attacked doing this, right?
I mean, if something was going to attack you, more than likely you'd see it come from very far away, but you don't know what's here and what's not.
Because someone wanted to ask Dorzen something while we're doing this tedious, work.
Ambushes rarely announce themselves.
Yeah, that's fair. But ambushes are also hard
Between
when you
the
have
two of us.
Yeah, when you have passive perceptions like ours, it's a little bit hard to ambush us. So, Dorzen,
Yes.
why are you trying to join the Slayer's take exactly? Because from what I can tell, just based off everything I've seen so far, you and your friends are sufficiently skilled to be doing work elsewhere. Although, granted, you seem like you either got shot in the leg or something during the last couple problems that arose. As if you were, other than us not helping you, handicapped.
I have a goal that I'm after, and I need help of your take.
So yeah, alright, that sounds about right. You need something, you need to get it done. Well, I have some good news and bad news for you. Good news is, it could probably happen. Bad news is, you've most likely failed the test, because I couldn't keep one of my fellow proctors from interfering as much as they should have.
We killed the freaking dragon.
Yes, but that's not how Lauren will see it. Because she specifically stated that we were to provide minimum help in this endeavor because you need to prove your skills.
Yeah, then the dragon went after you guys.
Yes, well, here's the difference between self-defense and outright nearly killing it. Yes, we can defend ourselves to an extent, but what was done by my fellow proctor was almost practically kill it while everyone else just kept wailing on it.
Well, it's a good thing I killed it then.
Yes. At least some work was done. The reason I am adamant about getting this horde is because I have my own goal as well. That's in your homeland of Taldore. And I would like your assistance with some of that when I'm there. Or at least, a step in the right direction.
Well, if you can afford my group, we'll be happy to help you.
Interesting. Well, if it's about affording, this should be enough. Although, if anything, you should probably use this money to possibly better persuade Lauren about looking the other way and not calling her by her other name like you did the first time you met her. No, I feel the same way, but to get certain things done, you have to do it a certain way too, whether you like it or not.
And that's what you think. Scene.
Alrighty. So, I would like both of you to roll me 5d13. I know that's an odd
13.
number, but please do it. Who was that?
That was me.
Okay, Silverin.
I think I typed that in right.
That is correct. So, are you both ready to write down what you find inside of this pile?
I am not.
1 second,
yet,
I'm gonna get a
but
text document.
Yeah, same here.
Yep. I'll give you both a second.
Ice cubes, snow cones.
Overs
hey,
and
look.
balloons.
Look, it's a yellow snow cone. It looks delicious.
It tastes like lemonade.
So, Silverin, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. You find yourself an opal worth 6,000 gold, an azurite worth 500 gold, a lapis worth 500 gold, an emerald worth 3,000 gold, and a pearl worth 2,000 gold.
God damn it! This is such a big pearl.
It's more the softness of the light as it reflects off of it and exactly how perfectly round it is.
Okay. I just imagine like that worth of a pearl. It was like the size of a basketball or something.
No, I mean, like, it's a size, like, it'll fit in your palm, but, like...
So like how Jim Carrey was in Batman and Robin was like, this is a good diamond, and then he just holds up a fist-sized diamond.
Alrighty. Are you ready, Dorzen?
Yeah.
You find an amethyst worth 3,200 gold. You find a lapis. It's a pretty cheap one, worth 250 gold. You find a ruby. Ooh, worth 8,000 gold. You find an agate, another cheap one, worth 250 gold. And you find an emerald, worth 1,200 gold. Or, sorry, 12,000. This emerald is roughly the size of your head. Now, lying amongst these items and artifacts, you also find about 600 platinum and 3,000 gold in total between the two of you.
How much gold?
3,000. 600 platinum, 3,000 gold. This dragon did not have any smaller currencies.
Okay. I was just gonna ask, did it have any like cool items and stuff too, or is it just literal wealth?
Just literal wealth.
Okay.
Do you want to split the platinum and gold between our bags? Or our sheets?
No, just throw...
The treasure text documents, I'm sorry. Just to keep track.
There's a thing called party loot.
Okay.
Yeah, just throw it in party loot.
Sorry, I have the thing for the emeralds and stuff. So.
Yeah.
So, Dorzen, I have a question for you now, given you have a goal you're trying to achieve with the Slayer's Take, and as I said before, you failed the test. If you can't get what you want, what are you going to do about it?
then I have to find another way. But I'm not giving up that easy on this.
So I'm gonna do an insight check if that's all right. Just because I want to see, just like I want someone. Oh shit.
Doors
yeah,
and can't bullshit past that, so yeah.
I wasn't
can't
trying to
bullshit to begin with.
No, I wasn't asking about bullshitting. I'm trying using that insight check to basically try to determine kind of like just how important this goal is. Like if it's based off what I know about doors and how like what's this goal worth to him, kind of thing.
I might as well just say it without any fluff.
Well,
You
I
got
mean-
a freaking natural 20-30.
Well, I mean, if anything, the best way, would you die for this goal, kind of deal?
So, one thing that I really don't like in my games is when people try to oppose each other with insights, deception, shit like that. Because as players, it's frustrating and it's nullifying not to take the charisma stat against them. So it's more or less what you insight and what you see into them, role playing wise.
Okay, sorry. I'll
Yeah.
remember that in the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess with that insight, would it be okay just to assume that Dorzen's goal is something he like super important to him? Like
He takes his goal incredibly seriously.
Okay.
So,
Do you think you're gonna be able to make it back to the surface?
I might need a minute to warm up. Or
Right,
a short
well-
rest to warm up, just to be safe. It's really cold out there.
All right. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. Is I don't know how long I might last down there either. So what I'm gonna do is make it easier for you, and in which case, you're also gonna help me get back there as well. Is that a deal?
What do you have in mind?
Give me a moment. And I cast that on Dorzen. Regenerate.
Wow.
all right, gain 1d4 plus 15 hit points.
Does he roll it or do I?
You.
I think,
It makes no difference. You just roll it.
but yeah, this should also, if theoretically, if you were to get like maybe frostbite or like damage and stuff, you'd help like
Yeah, just
survive.
break off your finger so you can regrow a new one. No problem.
Oh god.
All right, so you heal 32 immediately. And at the start of each of your turns, you are healing 1. So if you wait 5 minutes, you're at full hit points.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
In this case, it's not the loneliest number.
You should have rolled 4d8, by the way, not 4d6.
Oh yeah, re-roll it.
I set it as 4d8 in the thing. It didn't roll like it for some reason, I guess.
Then type it again.
I was using the advanced roller because I hate the typing.
Yeah, type it again.
And then for my sake, given how cold it
It's the
is,
same.
Perfect.
then for my sake, since I am not doing quite as well in hit points either, I'm just gonna do cure wounds on myself for second. Let's go third level.
You did take the 16 from your dolphin form, not your form, right?
No,
Yeah, because it'll go from your dolphin form until you revert to.
I completely forgot about that. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So add the 16 hit points back. Let's look at dolphin. How many hit points does it have?
I don't think it has that many.
11. So you suffered 5, and we'll just say that you used 2 of your wild shapes to complete it.
I only had one wild shape left.
Then you used a polymorph.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
While they're away, I'm going to just step up a bit closer to Ace for a little moment and say, so about what happened during the combat there. I didn't intend to draw the dragon towards you specifically. I just wanted to get its attention. So.
Oh, I didn't think you did. I don't know why
Right.
you would have done that.
No. Well, anyway, I feel a bit sorry. It was a bit of a hasty decision there, but
No, I mean, things are in great stories. Creatures come out and things happen, and I don't blame you. It was I didn't take anything bad in it. And Jero, I'm assuming. Well, I'm not going to assume. While they leave, I am going to start playing a Song of Rest and trying to get a short rest in. So even though let me ask you this: while I'm kind of doing that and playing, can I? How long is Song of Rest?
Song of Rest is during a short rest.
Is it the whole hour?
Yeah, that's what you're doing the hour.
Yeah.
Then never mind, because I want to be able
to.
What
if you have 2 bards doing it? Is it half an hour?
No, then it's just double beneficial for 1 hour.
Can we sing together and sing out a conversation during the Song of Rest?
Are you turning this into a musical?
you can play music and communicate at the same time. Okay. It's not an issue. Right. Unless your instrument is singing, in which case then you're doing a duet.
Yeah, no, in this case I'll just play it. But
okay, you have to roll a hit die in order to gain the benefits of the Song of Rest, though. Keep that in mind.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
So Mary, roll your Song of Rest. Ace, roll your Song of Rest. And anybody spending hit dice, that means not Kuma, not Jimmy, because both of you are dissecting this hulking creature, and Jimmy's learning.
The other two are not here.
I always knew Ace was part of Glee Club.
Not gonna lie.
No.
Okay.
You roll your Song of Rest.
I think which is just.
What level bard are you?
I'm level 3 bard.
Okay, roll a d6. And roll a hit die. You have to spend at least 1 die to gain the benefit.
Not gonna lie, I as a player would love you to make this a musical. Sylvan as a character though, he would hate you both.
Already. So now Mary, roll at least 1 hit die.
Yeah, I did.
You did? I didn't see it. That was your Song of Rest. No, that's your Song of Rest, not your hit die.
Yeah, and the D8 after.
Oh, what's your con mod? So on your character sheet, underneath your hit points is something that called hit dice. Just hit that button.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
So slightly better. All right. So Ace, roll your. Okay. So Mary, you gain 17, and you can roll more hit dice if you would like.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Ace, you got 14 plus 6, 20, and roll more hit dice if you would like.
Meanwhile, Kuma and Jimmy, no, you don't cut there. That's going to ruin it later. You cut over here, and you get around it.
Yeah, but if you keep the shapes geometric, you can store them much more easier, and it does. Is it really going to it's dead? So we don't.
It does matter when you do this. You can't just cut it willy nilly. You got to cut it the right way.
Jimmy is still following along, doing everything that Kuma says, and yep.
So yeah, the two of you have your conversation.
Yeah, and I'll just keep rolling while we talk. Yeah, no, Mary, I think you were. I didn't notice you do anything wrong that I can remember.
Right.
I mean,
well,
the logistics of this lair are quite hard and interesting, and it's hard to go anywhere. I don't know where else he would have been.
Right.
Oh, and thanks for the little flash of the ankle. I appreciate that.
Well, I hope it helped.
Very inspiring.
Well, it should be. Right. Well, I'd say it went rather well, despite Soren's, everlasting pessimism. But yeah, I don't think the Lauren back at the Slayer's Take would appreciate my, not just my really, but our involvement in your predicament here. Our predicament. I'd say this was rather of a sort of a communal challenge, really.
Yeah, I must admit I've been kind of confused about how this whole thing works, but I assume it's just like anything new that you're at. There's a learning curve, and someday, if I make it in the Slayer's Take, I will also be observing people. I might do it my own way, but yeah.
Right. Well, if it's just a slight bit of consolation, though, if you don't make it inside, it's not. You shouldn't count it as too much of a loss because they're all assholes. Not quite as much as Sylvan, but stuck up.
I heard that.
What they say?
What?
Huh?
I didn't mean you, Kuma. That you. I mean most of the others. I was just saying that most of the Slayers Take members are kind of. Well, they certainly have the capacity to stick their own heads up their own butts quite often, it seems.
Yes, I guess it might take a certain amount of roughness to do this all the time. Lack of polish.
Yeah, I suppose. I thought it was fun in the beginning when I joined, but I've sort of grown a bit tired of it, to be honest.
Definitely.
Anyway,
keep that in mind. Yes. Would you like to? I'm gonna play some more. We can do, and then we just start singing or whatever, playing instruments.
right.
Together.
Well, yeah, I suppose it's a bit chilly here. Good to keep the fingers moving. So I'll just pull up my lute and start playing.
Alrighty. So,
A song of butchery.
So, as you guys are doing that, Kuma, before the hour is up, you and Jimmy have successfully harvested the entirety of the blue dragon. Please add that to your bag of colding, that you have an adult blue dragon carcass.
Already?
Now, Silrin and Dorzen, you both completed your... I mean, there might be more stuff here if you want to spend more time trying to find it.
Dorson would like to give a once over the area while he's regenerating his health.
Once over, like how?
He's gonna walk around, examine the other weird archways and things, and just look for any place else in this place that just has apparently been disturbed, quote, recently, unquote.
Okay, roll an investigation, please.
Yay.
I'm assuming that Sylvan's free at this time too. Would he be able to help?
Sure.
Soft 20.
Sure, then roll again. He's helping you. Soft 20. Alrighty. The 9 other incomplete archways are all in different displays of collapse. There's one that looks like it's been trying to fix it, though you see the rubble is mostly splayed around you all over the area. The chunks of each of the archways look more or less the same, so it's like this dragon has been putting together a jigsaw puzzle, 10 or 9 jigsaw puzzles, all that look exactly the same with different size shapes, using all of the rubble in the area. There's one of them that seems very well deconstructed, that you do notice the bend of the archway has a symbol upon it. The symbol is of that of the Fae.
Like specific Fae or just Fae?
It is the symbol of the wilds. Kind of like a national flag. It is a
Gotcha.
symbol that represents the Feywild.
Okay, that is interesting. I doubt I have any knowledge of what this is.
Probably
I
not.
doubt this would have ever been taught.
Probably
if it's
not.
even known. With that revelation, I would like to look at the tops of the other ones. Are there other symbols?
Roll me another investigation.
I would like to add guidance to this one because I keep
Sure.
forgetting I could do that.
Are you helping
Probably-
again?
Yeah, I'm still helping.
All right, roll with advantage, so one more. Roll your d4. 23. 1 second, I actually have to get a document for this.
Oh shit.
Yeah!
Lore dump. Lore dump.
You know it's good when the DM has to look stuff up.
I thought they would have been back by now. That bubble only lasts an hour.
How I didn't ask Jimmy how many times I could use this coin. That's an oversight on my part.
Yeah, that is.
One
Well,
time.
I mean, I don't think it's been over an hour yet. I mean, we it took 15 minutes to go down.
I'll get to time scaling for you guys. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I have that in mind. If you haven't noticed from the other game, I've been anal about tracking time.
Oh yeah.
Time, magic.
As a player, you can assume the time, but the DM is the actual clock.
It's really funny though too, because he can't say that in the other game, or else it'll be turned into an innuendo.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Yeah, it's probably better you don't.
Sorry, I
Well,
have to scroll through the information. Just talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
Well, no one's silver, and they probably got distracted with something.
Well, yeah.
Uh, Kuma, where did you learn how to do all this stuff with like carving up the creatures the way that you do it?
Just natural and over time.
Nobody taught you? You didn't like read a book or learn about it?
No, just experience. You find ways to get more efficient with it.
I see. Oh, that's interesting. Did you always use like the same tools, like the knives that you have, or like the hooks and all of that, or have you like made different ones?
I found I need to get some made for different situations, but mostly it's the same set.
I hope you don't mind Ouch like helping us out too. He only does what he's told. He doesn't have a mind of its own.
I don't mind.
So, thank you for filling that time for me. I appreciate it. Dorzen, roll me a d9. Or, sorry, 2d9. Alrighty. Now, you go back to the front portal that you came from, and you do see a symbol upon it. The symbol is that of a shield with a glowing light scooping something from the earth. It almost looks like a plant. Silverin, you would recognize that as the symbol of Exandria itself. It is the focal point and belief system of those that actually adhere to the rulership of nature, not to the gods in particular. You see a different one, which has a circle with 5 equal sides cut out of it. Each one of the sides has a different image upon it. One is that of a bird of prey. One is of that of a sharpened glare from a shadowy figure. One is that of a wolf's head. And the other two are kind of hard to make out. It seems like it's faded over time. and then 5. You see a symbol of something that you've never seen before in your life. It is the image of a vase being tilted downwards with droplets of some type of thinner than water liquid falling down. And if anybody would like to clip that for our chat, feel free to do so.
Conspiracy theory time.
It's at minimum wild mount. Or Exandria, quote unquote.
Well, I think we found all that really needs to be found here right now. And I'm fairly sure that if we don't get back, one of our companions will either get up in some sort of trouble, especially that small one who seemed to think pyrotechnics in a dragon's lair was a good idea. No offense, but that irked me greatly.
Yep, that's Jimmy. All right. This is concerning, but to deal with it later. All right, let's get out of here.
All right, well, I'm gonna turn into something bigger this time, so hold on. And yeah, like as I said in the chat, Soen's this time gonna polymorph, but into a killer whale.
So, it has a higher fast speed, I assume?
It's still the same swim speed, but it's got more HP, and it's still resistant to cold, because, you know.
Yeah. It's adept. It's not really...
Adaptive,
yeah. So, let me think. That was 15 minutes down. You spent roughly 20 minutes investigating, so you're at 35 minutes in total. Dorzen, you see these symbols. Did you take any with you?
Oh, they're like... I thought they were like...
Oh, I thought they were
symbols.
attached
The
on the...
archways are crumbled to pieces that are like jigsaw puzzles that could be put back together.
I'm sorry. I thought they were in like a mold to keep them in place.
Yeah, like
that was
engraved
my
and
assumption.
stuff.
I'm sorry.
No.
Same here.
Yeah, Dorzen is going to take all of the I'm definitely gonna take the Fae symbol.
Okay.
I'm also gonna take the symbol of that sideways box with the driplets.
The vase.
The vase. I'm sorry, I heard box.
I heard vase.
Anything else, or-
I'll leave the rest because I don't.
All right, so
know-
you take those two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Then at that point, with you heading back, you with the regenerate spell on you, and you with more than enough hit points, we'll handle the damage you take after our break. Everybody, we will be right back.
yay.